What does it look like if you want to actually work with a ghostwriter? It looks like you providing all of the content, you basically training and educating your ghostwriter in what you want your voice to be like and what your material is. And then that person puts it on the page in the right structured order to make it a book that people will want to keep turning the pages on. That would, I would say, would be the number one thing that most authors don't realize is that it is really, really hard to get people to stay turning the pages on a book. It is a huge undertaking for you to ask them to read your book, and you need to make sure that you have put in the time and the expertise, and that might mean hiring a collaborative writer to work with you to make sure that those pages are turning. I would say one of the things that I hear from authors all the time is that they are surprised when I tell them that, not everybody's going to want to read your whole book, and you need to make it great for them to keep turning the pages. So that means you will provide your content to your ghostwriter. You can do it in a number of different ways. Some of the ways that I would say are the most common would be written work that you've already done. So that's blogs or newsletters or anything you've already written, audio transcripts of audio you have created, or podcast episodes that you've been on for other people, or maybe you've got a YouTube channel like me and you use the video transcripts. One of the things that is so beneficial about working with a ghostwriter is you've got somebody working with you who is an industry professional who can help you figure out what is the right positioning statement for your book. It may not be the thing that you think it is. That might be really appealing to you. It might make sense to you, but for a reader, it might not make sense. And you, not being somebody who's in the book publishing business, might not even know that. So getting to work with a professional writer helps you in so many different ways. It helps you to make sure that the book that you're pouring your time and energy into actually ends up being good. And by good, I mean people will actually read it. Another way that a lot of ghostwriters collect information is to talk to you. They might have a Zoom call with you and they're recording that call, and then they pull from your exact words, how you phrase things, what you care about, and they put it on the page in the way that you would say it. I once had a client that we worked with at KN Literary who basically was like skeptical about working with a ghostwriter. And then when she sat down and read her manuscript, she was like, oh my gosh, this sounds like me. Gold stars. We did our job. Generally speaking, we suggest that we start off with an outline of the book and a sample chapter. And then that's what the person who's the author will look at and decide, okay, this is working, this isn't working. We always include 2 rounds of full feedback and revisions in every single chapter that we do. And if you're working with a ghostwriter, I suggest that you put that in your contract so that you have the chance to give feedback and that they can take it and then they can iterate from that place through the rest of the book. Generally speaking, from there, they work on a chapter, you revise it, they work on a chapter, you revise it, and so on until you get to the end of the book. So you do need to participate. It's not like you get completely off the hook. You will need to give feedback, you will need to give content, but your writer is doing that heavy lift of actually sitting down and putting it on the page. So if you want to find out more about working with a professional ghostwriter in the US publishing business, you can visit us at knliterary.com.